All right, continuing on, Fifth Frontier World. We're at the end of turn 3, and we actually had a major space battle up here. And you know what? I should have filmed it, but I got so involved in doing it that I stopped. I just went through it, and really should have put it on video here. Anyway, the Imperial fleet jumped here, and just so happens, of course, the Vargar fleet were in there. And I really didn't plan that at all. I thought the Vargar fleet were actually going here and taking these worlds. And then when I did the movement, that's what happened. So we actually had a big battle there. What happened was, you see the Vargar are still there. They won the battle in the sense that the Imperial fleet retreated. The Imperial fleet was able to retreat because they have a base here, and the Vargar don't have it, so they could refuel and kick themselves out. Anyway, the damage of that was huge. I mean, the Vargar lost pretty much their entire fleet. So did the Imperials. I mean, they lost most of their fleet before they disengaged. So, like over here, the Vargar fleet is down to 2 reduced squadrons. I think these are they battle squadrons? Yeah. They are. And this is bad for them. They probably should have retreated. I mean, there's a lot of decisions to make. They probably should have retreated at some point, but they were winning the battle, so it was hard for them to retreat. So here's what they lost. They lost their assault. The big deal was they lost their assault transport. They lost tanker. They lost 2 cruiser squadrons. Over here on the Imperial side, they lost their assault transport, cruiser squadron, scout squadron, and battle squadron. Okay, the problem was that the Vargar lost most of their troops because they can't transport any of these guys. So 600 troops gone. I mean, they can't transport them. They lost the space battle. They don't control that planet. They couldn't land them down there. They're just dead. Now, granted, the Imperial fleet is totally crippled here. They're down to 2 damaged cruiser squadrons, and they have all these, but they can still transport all these little battalions of Huskarls, Marines, mercenaries, whatever they have. So they still have that. They did lose. I don't know what they lost. They lost some troops they couldn't transport anymore. But anyway, the upshot of this is that eventually the Imperial player decided to retreat because they could retreat because they own this planet and they own the starbase, so they can fuel and jump out. Problem for the Vargar. They don't own the planet, and they can't take the planet. The planet has this 1015 Imperial unit on it. So that was a smart play by me. Unlike, putting the 1015 here, which got just massacred, I put one here. This prevents them from going. They don't have enough troops to knock that guy out. And they're going to have to try and bombard him because there's no gas giant here. And they can't refuel. They have to take the planet before they can refuel. So they're basically stuck there until they can bombard and kill that troop. So, yeah. It's a tough go for them. And they can't even bombard it. They have 0 bombardment strength. So they got to pull this guy in, this fleet over there, to try and get some bombardment strength. They have 0 bombardment factor, so they can't even hurt that ground unit. They can't even try and hurt them. So now, granted, I could land this troop down there, but he'll just get killed. So yeah, it's the Vargar. Even though they won the battle, it's kind of a Pyrrhic victory. They can't do anything. They're stuck. So anyway, we're at the end. We're at the end of turn 3. I'll finish up, and I'll do another video for probably after a couple of turns. See where things go.